Hey, it's Dustin James and the Hydrogen Man Band. I just had to put that one up there. It's just fun rolling it off the tongue. I figured I'd better make an introductions video, something of a verbal resume or whatever you want to call it, since I'm going to be, asking that you guys give me a shout for any kind of mechanic needs, or if you want to go all the way to Hydrogen Land on your ride. Um, right now the van is sitting inactive. I have been running hydrogen on this van for about a year and a half. I had a little car, little Elantra, before that, I'd run it for about a year on. Always had good results on gas mileage, on power. And in this van, it's been teaching me how you end up actually producing oxygen out the exhaust, which is a whole nother thing we'll get into later on. But for now, we'll keep it at, yeah, I've been experimenting with hydrogen and alternative fuels for about 4 years. Just doing with what you got style, build things myself, experiment, improvise on things myself, just kind of self-educated style. And that, I guess that brings us to the verbal resume beginnings of things. Was a farm boy, fix it yourself styles, and we were homeschooled. So that kind of, gives it a different start on life than battling through the public school stuff. It's a different way of thinking, troubleshooting and all that. Self-education style comes later, now that I'm on this side of it, having done kids and done it both ways with my kids. Public school the first half of it, and private, or didn't go private, but did homeschool for the little bit I could talk them first two into it. And now, with round two on the kids, we've homeschooled from the beginning and all that. And I think it is a great way to go about things. You'll see me keep looking up at my list here, try to keep myself on track. Yeah. Um, but, with the homeschooling sitting around, there was three of us boys, and of course the farmers start calling, saying, who do you got to come work for a day? So me wanting to get out of school, I was that kid, give me anything other than school. I went and started working for the farmers pretty early, 12, 13 years old and all that. By the time before I could even drive, I ended up full-time job with one of the guys in church, local guys that I'd been working for, and starting up his own repair business and home repairs and all. So I joined in with him before I could even drive. He was coming to pick me up in the morning. So I was working full-time, did school at night. Decided to be done with school, passed my GED at 16, got rid of that monkey on my back, just to realize, yeah, I really wanted to go into electronics. I was into music. I was, of course, big into subwoofers and amps and all that at 16, driving around thumping. But went into school, did a 2 year school, just a vocational school that offered a CET certification. Um, did not complete the whole thing, technically 2 years, but I did get the CET certification and passed the final exams and all that. Moved out and moved into St. Louis area and did the suburb style, west side of St. Louis, St. Charles, Wentzville, all that. And that's where I really got into the, working different trades, did landscaping, did electrician work since I had the CET certification. Um, got out there, started running pizzas and met everybody around, and wound up in the plasterers union. Did a couple of years plastering and stuff in the union. Not real good taste in my mouth with unions, but we'll leave that one alone. Um, After that, I pretty much talked the guys in the band into starting up a business. They were both plasterers, and we were doing music for a year or two together, and we started business, and we ran pretty good. Got up to a healthy crew, and with one of them, the union guy ended up getting his hands in the pocket, and but with my other one, my other buddy is still doing plaster restorations in St. Louis, still independent. Um, but he got insurance work through being independent instead of union. So yeah, it was nice. But went through there for a while, and then I got an accident where I had to learn to walk again at 30 years old. And I thought I wanted a change of career, and so I went into broadcasting. I did St. Louis Broadcast Center for a year. Thought I was going to be on air radio, and I did when I moved to the country. Did get a little bit of on air time, but didn't pay real well. $8 an hour for 4 hour shifts. No, wasn't going to stick long with that. So I fell back to working on houses and doing the repairs, working for myself, doing bid work. is what I called it. Yeah, there was no entity, there was no doing business as, there was none of that. Just a handshake and we'll get it done kind of style. And so I've ran for at least the last 7 years up here in the country, just doing handshake style business, and been doing really well until I caught the off grid bug, I guess you would say, um, and have started into that mentality of life is better lived when you're not going after money. You can just provide your own needs. What we need generally falls from the sky or grows from the ground. So I went down that rabbit hole, and that is what led me into the hydrogen in all the different ways, because I wanted to run a generator on my own fuel. So that is one of the goals I have in the back pocket, is a gasifier on a generator. I have it here on my trailer. Um, may or may not come with me as I go around doing repairs and go around installs. But those are the things, the ambitions, to have an engine, even this guy right here, eventually running on my own fuel. Um, so that'll be the land of the videos and all that, and all the different experiments and stuff. I guess in the land of videos, hopefully I'll have the different repairs that I get called out for and get to go do. We'll have van life, boondocking, RVing, whatever you want to call it, those kind of things in here too. And I'll try to make it at least a once a week thing if everybody's down for it and it's not too annoying. I'll do the morning lap. We call it have a stoned morning to you or something. But we'll come up with videos with content. Of course, I got the little guy to always throw in the goofball stuff whenever we get too bored with all this. But so thanks for checking it out, and we'll see how far we can take this YouTube ride.